Let's paint up an Uruk-Hai berserker using my quick and simple enhanced speeding paint method. And with that flaming torch, it's a perfect opportunity to try some OSL. For the skin, I mix 1 drop Nuclear Sunrise, 1 drop Slaughter Red and 2 drops of Desolate Brown. The Slaughter Red gives us that strong base pigment, Nuclear Sunrise adds a touch of vibrancy, and Desolate Brown tones it down into a deeper, dirtier red, perfect for the Uruk-Hai flesh. While that dries, let's give the torch and sword handle a quick coat of dark wood. For the levers around the waist, hands and feet, I use Desolate Brown. For the flame, let's start with Nuclear Sunrise. Then an almost dry brush of white. And finally, cover that with a thin layer of Zealot Yellow, and we get a simple, nice flame effect. That's all the base coating done for this model. Let's move on to the washing stage. I start with my universal separation wash, a quick way to deepen shadows and separate different parts of the model. We mix equal parts of dark red tone, dark tone, speed paint medium and water, then slap it all over the model. The speed paint medium helps the wash get into the recesses and flow off the surfaces, and the water makes the paint thinner so it flows smoother. Once that's dry, it's time for the complementary washes. We use the opposite colour on the colour wheel to make the base's colour pop. For the red skin, we'll use a green wash. For the browns, I'm going with a blue, but neutrals can take almost any colour wash. After everything dries, we give it a coat of matte varnish. Next, it's time for those metallics. I start with chainmail on the helmet, sword, chainmail and glove guards. For a dirtier, more battle-worn metal, mix dark tone and strong tone with speed paint medium and apply that all over your metals. To finish, a quick dry brush of bright silver for some added contrast and scratches. You absolutely could stop here and just base the model, but let's push it further with a few extra details. For the OSL, I'm trying something new. Using my airbrush, I take medium yellow Model Air by Vallejo and gently spray from the position of the flame onto the model. In between layers, I dry it with a hairdryer just to speed up, and I build up layers and layers of yellow. Then on top of that, I add a light airbrush layer of Nuclear Sunrise, and that gives us a very simple but effective OSL effect. Now let's add a white hand of Saruman, and for this one I'm trying something different. Bruno from Forgotten Chapters sent me some pre-cut transfers to test. It's been about 30 years since I last used one, but it's simple enough. Wet the transfer, wet the surface, slide it into place and seal it with matte varnish. Then to dull down that bright white, I take a bit of strong tone just to take some of the brightness off. If you'd like to try these transfers, I'll link them below, and you can use code HOBBYIT for 15% off all pre-cut transfers. It's not an affiliate link, so I don't get paid anything, but it's just a good discount for you if you're in the market for some transfers. Now for some finishing touches. To add a little gruesomeness, I'll use blood for the blood god on the teeth, chest and sword. For the base, I'll keep it simple with sterling mud. To try give the skin a wet look like he's running through rain, I dab gloss varnish over the model with a toothpick. It adds some nice visual texture when it catches the light, though I'm not entirely sure it reads as rain, so to help that I'll add some small puddles of UV resin to the base. And with that, our Uruk-Hai berserker is ready for battle.